Hello everybody and welcome back to Sprocket. My name is Will and today we're taking the turret and all of the things off the top of the Mark 15A, which is the assault tank we made a couple of videos ago. You can see what is remaining of that at the moment, and what we're going to do with this hull is we're going to convert it into a tank destroyer. But I didn't really want to do a conventional tank destroyer where it's just like a casemate on top or like a gun in the hull. I've decided to go down the British tradition of putting the gun in backwards for some reason. I'm sure there was a good reason, and I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell you. I do not know it off the top of my head. It's probably deep down dark in the recesses of my mind somewhere, but I don't like to go there, so, you know. Anyway, moving swiftly on, you can see here how I go about making this thing in broad strokes. I start by creating this kind of basket and then putting some little chairs in it for the crew to sit in, as you can see at the moment. And this is essentially the armor protection for the crew that is going to be manning the gun, which is going to be facing out that gap that you can see at the back of the basket, which is facing towards the engine deck, which is, I guess, the front of the tank then. One thing I probably should have done with this thing is actually turn it around and, had the front of the tank be the back of the tank, but I didn't want to have to deal with all the fixtures, so I didn't do it. You can see me here now also providing building the actual gun shield. So, we have the small wall of armor for the crew, and then we have a rotating shield, which is going to pivot with the gun, 10 degrees roughly either side. And this is the same way that the Archer did it. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Archer. It's quite infamous for its unique nature, should we say. And so, yeah, it basically allows a big gun on a small tank without the gun having to go super far over the front of the tank is actually, I think, what the point of it was. Obviously, we don't have such concerns in Sprockets. However, I've decided to replicate those concerns for no reason other than your entertainment and my suffering at the hands of this awful, awful tank. Anyway, I decided it looked a little bit goofy at the front, back here. The front slash back, the back of the turret, but the front of the tank. It all gets very confusing when you're dealing with British tanks. I really have to say that. I also decided to flatten off the front of the hull and essentially meld the back of the turret into the front of the hull, if that makes any... Gosh, I've confused myself at this point. It's the way the Archer did it. It's the same as on the Archer. And then I put some spare tracks on there and some stowage on there to make it actually look like it's been lived in. However, we're pretty much getting there now. What we need to do is actually get the gun, and here you can see me building a tiny little gun shield. So this is another turret, which goes on the other turret, which is on the turret. And this one goes sideways and aims vertically, so it's like the oscillating turret. I made a tutorial for that, by the way, in YouTube Shorts. So if you go to the Shorts tab on my YouTube page, there's a quick 60-second tutorial on how to build an oscillating turret, which is the exact same principle as building a custom mantlet. It's not like a perfectly 100% in-depth tutorial, but it should give you a good enough gist to build it yourself. Anyway, here is the tank in pretty much its full glory. Not quite full. There are a few more changes I make, so yeah, I put these fuel tanks at the back of the tank rather than the front of the tank, but actually it's the front of the tank rather than the back of the tank, but, Archer. God, how many times am I going to bring that up? It's really becoming ad nauseum at this point. Also 17-pounder gun on the front, you can see. Very large gun, very good penetration, pretty much through all the eras. And it's pretty much done now. Okay, so here we have our backwards tank destroyer. Now, a couple of things to note here before we go into it. This turret is currently rotated 180 degrees backwards, but technically, in order to avoid the game getting confused and breaking, this gun is facing forwards, according to the game, if the turret is at its natural position, which is this. As you can see, that's not really what we want. We want this. However, it's going to spawn in like this, and we have to rotate this gun 180 degrees in order to get it in position before we can really do anything. So, first things first, we're going to hide a little bit and try and get into a spot where they can't shoot at my side quite as freely, and then we can start opening fire on these here whippersnapper panzer tractors. Oh goodness gracious, that's so many shots coming in. One good thing, we have a very, very good gun. It reloads very quickly and really hurts. However, it doesn't hurt quite as much as it would had I put any APHE in. However, this is based on the Archer, and as we know, us British hate anything with APHE in it. So, you know, no way was I ever going to allow that. So here we are, shooting a Panzer Tractor with a 76mm gun, and it takes 3 shots directly through its armor to kill it, because, you know, efficiency, and all that. There goes my engine. I've got to say, that is a little bit of a problem. That may spell our death here. But we've managed to kill him, and we've managed to put the fire out, so all we got to do is kill that AT. There we go, no problem. Who needs an engine anyway? And now we're in the desert as well. Oh, yeah, that just... Honestly, we've gone from one place where this tank was going to do a fantastic job to a place where it's going to do an even worse job. They have a lot more opportunities to flank us here. And frankly, we don't have any kind of a numbers advantage because this thing weighs 21 tons because it's based on my heavy tank. I might scrape some armor off it at some point, but currently the side that faces the enemy when you're driving towards them is actually very thickly armored, and the back of the tank is slightly up armored from the heavy tank as well, so it technically is better armored. Are our reverse gears going to allow us to go up any kind of a slope? Kind of. Yeah, it really does play a lot like an Archer, doesn't it? I've done a good job in replicating it, and there we go, Man of War. You're not gonna have a good time if you get hit by this 17-pounder. That's one thing that is for definite with this tank, is the 17-pounder gun is really good. It's a very, very good gun. That was a Panzer Tractor, not what I expected to be shooting at. I honestly thought that was an Allen. They just seem to be giving heavier and heavier enemies to this level lately, so I wouldn't have been surprised. Goodness me, maybe I need to work on my reverse gears here. Hello there. Yeah, I've made my way. I've made my way over. It took a damn while, but I've done it. Now I saw a Man of War going off that away, if I'm not mistaken, so hopefully we can hunt those last 2 down and not get stuck in a sand dune. I think I see them all the way over there. Yeah. We've just got to make our way over. Hello. Yes, here I am. I've got a 17-pounder gun. I don't even care that you have 60mm of frontal armor, which is quite thick for this era. I have way too much penetration. Hello, Panzer Tractor. Yes. Okay, just don't shoot me and we'll be fine. There we go. Honestly, pleasantly surprised with how well this thing's doing, given how janky it is. But yeah, I mean, so far so good, to be honest. Oh, I think I need to reduce the amount it can elevate by. Okay, Silent Border. This could be a little bit interesting. So I've done a few things here. I've removed a bunch of armor from the side that is currently facing the enemy. I have added more horsepower, and that's pretty much it. The gun is still very, very good. We don't really need to change that. It's going to be very difficult to actually get over this border, because obviously we need to turn around in order to shoot anything. So I'm tempted to just say hell to it and charge at them. So if I jump down off this ledge, we're going to get stuck. Okay, I thought that would go a little bit smoother, to be honest. Okay, so that was a crippling disaster. That didn't go well. This time, what I've done is I've changed the tank over from using a twin transmission over to clutch braking, which shouldn't help, but I tend to find it does. I get a lot of people in the comments like, why do you use clutch braking so much? I'm like, because it works. It's better. Okay, this time, if I turn, maybe Maybe I can fire before he kills me. Hello. Yep, okay, that's worked. Oh, God. And there's another one over there. The gun is in my screen. I can't see very well. Can see well enough, though, apparently. And then there's just the one on the right, who is about there, but still, same problem. Can't see him. Goodness. What on earth? I think I just drove over a mine. Okay, I've not even shot any anti-tank guns, and my friends are getting a little bit confused as to what to do with the Alan, but I was about to say I know what to do, and then, okay, there we go. That was interesting. Okay, so after the measured success on Silent Border, we now have the field scenario. I am a little bit concerned for this one. I can't lie. There are 8 enemies and 4 friendlies, which means we're outnumbered 2 to 1. And none of my AI will shoot. They don't work. The game doesn't know how to handle it because the gun's on backwards. What I probably could have done is actually flipped the hull over, and then just put the turret on top, but I didn't want to have to move all the fixtures again. I'm sure you understand my pain. The gun, though, the gun never fails to impress me, to be fair. It does so much work. Yeah. Should be Man of War over there, or something else a little bit heavier. There's a shot coming from that way. I'm presuming it's behind the hill, though. I may have to actually push up with my friends here. I did also improve the reverse gearing. That's something I did. So now you can see we're not tremendously slow in reverse. Try aiming the gun at him. Suggestion for allies. Try aiming the gun. It would help, to be fair. It would definitely help. That is a Man of War, which is hurting quite bad. There's a dead T-22. Can I finish off the Man of War? He's just jiggling backwards and forwards, all funky-like. Oh, and that's another T-22 there. Engine? Oh, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, second one did him in. And, oh, wait. You're alive? You're alive? Who's alive? One of you's alive. That one. That one's alive. Okay. And then there's the last enemy over there. There he is. Man of War. Yeah! Okay. That actually went a lot smoother than I was expecting. Okay, quite a number of changes for fighting the Tiger here. We have a bigger engine, we have a better engine, we have slightly more armor, and also we have dropped the 76mm gun and we have replaced it with an 84mm. I've exploded. That's not ideal, to be honest. Can I hide somewhere where I can turn around? Because I'm very unlikely to survive any shots. I would quite like to be able to get the first shot off. However, honestly, I don't know if we'll even go through. We don't have all that much penetration. Hello. I can't see. There's just fire in my screen. Hello. I can see again now. Yeah, this is unfortunate. It appears that we have reached an impasse, Mr. Tiger. How long can I keep this up for? Oh no, they got me. Okay, for the sake of argument, I've made the shells longer. Oh no, the barrel sticks out the back of the tank when it's turning around now. And also slightly goes in the legs of the gunner. It's fine. Don't think about the... don't think about it too much, and we'll be fine. It makes perfect sense. No fear. That is unfortunate. You see, what I've done here is I've measured how much penetration I need based on the King Tiger, And then what it's gone and done is spawned an IS-122, which has about twice as much armor on the front. So now, all of that work I just put in making this gun better is for nothing. However, if my friend can distract him for long enough that I can shoot the side of their turret, there we go. It'll do the job anyway. Yeah, this tank is clinging on to life. We'll see how much further it gets. Yeah, if I had to put money on which level is going to be the first one to defeat this tank, it probably would be Fields. However, on the flip side of being the first level where we're probably going to lose, look how pretty it is now. It looks amazing since the new update. There's a slight fog effect. There's actual like mountains in the distance and these rocks in the field now. Just adds a little bit of variety to the landscape. Isn't it lovely? Anyway, on to dying horribly. Which is ultimately, I feel, going to be the fate of this tank in this mission. But that's fine, really. Just means I don't have to drive a tank backwards anymore. I can build a tank that goes four ways, and you know, life can be a dream. Right, there's 6 light tanks somewhere, and I think they tend to spawn over that away now. Yeah, there's a few there. God, I need to make the visibility on this gun sight better. Come on, let's... Oh, goodness. I really should put APHE in this tank. Hello. No? Okay. Goodness. I am struggling to aim because they're so incredibly fast. It's an entirely me problem, I would like to just clarify. Nothing wrong with the tank, I'm just bad. Hello, friend, I've been shot in the back. He's moved faster than I could reload. Are you alive? I feel like you're alive. Yep, he's alive. This one's also still alive. Ooh, very close to hitting me there, friend, but no cigar. Please don't hit me. He did hit me. It didn't do anything, though. Is he going to hit me again, and is it going to do something? No. There we go. Okay. 3 more that snuck past in the initial offensive. I think, honestly, using this thing to basically ram the barrel of my gun down their throat is pretty much the most effective tactic I'm going to be able to find at this point in time. I've missed horribly. Just embarrassingly awful, that shot. That was not good. And now I'm just slowly driving beyond, alongside him to embarrassingly slide to a halt where my gun can't even aim at him. That wasn't great. That was better, though. And now we just need to get the last one, which I think is that one that's having a little hug with one of my allies. It was. They're no longer having a little hug. They're dead. Okay, 6 heavy tanks. We should be able to go through the front of pretty much anything that faces us here. However, the same can be said about them shooting at us. So, yeah. Oh, no, I've missed. That's not good. Hello. Now, as we know, Panthers tend to be inaccurate apart from one of them. So, we're going to have to work out which one is the accurate one. Yep, there goes one. Oh, goodness. The muzzle brake really is in the way of where I want to aim. Definitely a flaw. One that I really should have worked out by now, but oh well. Yeah, probably... Oh, a little bit lower than that. No, I've blown up horribly. Okay, I've not made any actual changes to the tank here. What I've done is I've changed the muzzle brake to a less intrusive one, and I've moved the gun sight a little bit further out. So you can now kind of see the side of the turret on the right-hand side of the screen, but we can see where we're aiming, which is an improvement. It tends to be said, being able to see where you're firing improves the accuracy. Okay, the light tanks should be here any second now, so let's get ourselves turned around. They won't know what hit them now that we can see them, but we will know what hit them for the first time since this tank was built. We'll know roughly where we're hitting. Hello, friend. Would you like a 84mm round through your lower plate? Probably not, but you got one anyway. Hello, other friend. I'm dead. Okay, he was not a friend, is what I've just learned. And now there's 4 more enemy friends to deal with. And 2 less normal friends as well. Hello. Yep, that's got him. Oh, goodness. Hello. Please don't fire another one of those. Oh, he fired another one of those, and now I'm on fire. Okay. Oh, dear. This is less than spectacular. Yeah. It's quite impressive that he actually managed to blow that off. Okay, I've done something that may be considered a little bit strange, but I've reverted the gun to a 76 mil. It still has the longer barrel, but it is now a 76 rather than an 84, because frankly, I think the heavy tanks are the least of our problems here. I think we have no armor, and we're never really going to be able to get any armor, and there's only one of us. So reload time is very much imperative here, and yeah, we have that a little bit more with the 76 than we do with the 84. So maybe the 84 will come back later when we need penetration, but at least for this level, just pure fire rate is quite an important one. Though I don't know if this tank is going to be able to pull through this level. It's a little bit long in the tooth. Okay, here comes the charge of light tanks, but are they prepared for the charge of me? Oh. Tell you what, they might have been prepared. Oh, goodness. Okay, he is, exploded, and I'm hoping to exploded this one. Yes, he has also been exploded. Hello. I have plenty more where that came from. There goes another Halabar. Hello, you're facing the wrong way. No, you're not. I'm just stupid. Ow! Do you not have better things to shoot at? You're near all of my allies, and you shoot me. I'm literally the furthest one away. Oh, no, all of my allies are dead. Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough then. Okay. With that, I think it's about high time we retire this tank and call it a day, because it is, as experts would describe, thoroughly useless in all senses of the term. Piece of advice, if you're ever designing a tank, put the gun on the front. That tends to be the accepted norm. But if you are going to put the gun on the back, make the tank actually turn well. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see some tutorials on how I did this here turret, because this is essentially 3 turrets. The bottom turret can't turn at all. Then you've got this front shield, which is its own turret, and then this gun mantler is its own turret in its own right. If you want to see how I did that, there is now a shorts tutorial on my channel. You can go watch that. And yeah, without any more wasting of your time, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye. And as always, a huge thank you to this channel's patrons: Cody N, Nicholas K, Just a Casual T62M1, Gunmaster 929, Zeit Wolverine, Rivera, Tree Loving Mango, Camjam135, Sad Cat, DJ Pete, Yoki003, Caligo Drake, and Rule Stolzbocken. Thank you so much